Welcome back to the second part of our Zoom basic tutorial. In this video, I'll show you how to use breakout rooms, how to save the recording of your meeting, and also how to access the list of your attendees. So let's get started. You can see that I have today, there's actually 5 participants. I have 4 students and myself. And because I am actually planning on posting this Zoom, I have to make sure that I record. So I'm going to record the Zoom meeting on this computer. All right, and it should show right here that recording has started, so I'm good to go. All right, so we just went over our lesson. Now it's time for my students to get into breakout rooms and have a little bit of discussion. So I'm going to click on the icon, and maybe I can just slightly move this up so that you can see. I am going to click on these 3 dots, and I will click on breakout rooms. All right, so it is really up to you how many breakout rooms you choose. There's really no set number, so you can go up to how many breakout rooms you would like to have. You can see that the computer will always automatically tell you how many participants there are in each breakout room. Because I have 4 students, what I will do, I will just break them into 2 breakout rooms. It makes sense. You can choose computer automatically, put your students into breakout rooms. If you have a large group, it will probably be easier and much faster. Or you can manually assign all of your students to breakout rooms. You can also assign students to breakout rooms ahead of time, and I went over that yesterday. So I'm going to click Create Rooms. And right now it will tell me exactly who is in each room. A few things I can do before I actually send those students to breakout rooms. Currently, they are still in the main room with me, but what I can do, I can actually rename the room. So the first one could be red room. I could rename this one as blue. There we go. And another thing I can do, or you can also change it based on the topic that your students are discussing. Now, I can also move students to different groups. I can move Mary, and it will give me choices to which group, which breakout room I should move her, and now the only option I have is blue. So now Mary has been added to blue room. I can move her back to red, and another thing I can do, I can also exchange students. Like, let's say Mary doesn't get along with Zelda, so I really want Mary to be in the room with Paula. I actually exchange her with Paula. So that's what we did. You can also click on Recreate if you feel like you don't really like the way the rooms are set up. And the way the students are in your rooms, you can click Recreate, and it's going to pretty much shuffle those students all over again and change it. I would like to show you these options. Move all participants into breakout rooms automatically. It's a good idea to have it checked. That way it doesn't give them any, they just go directly to the room. So they don't have to check any boxes. You just send them to their breakout rooms. Allow participants to return to the main session at any time. That should also be checked. Just because, let's say the students, they have questions or they need a little bit more help, so they can anytime leave the breakout room and join you in your main session. It is a good idea to, if let's say you have, you only want to give students 10 minutes for breakout rooms. So I'll check this box and it says breakout rooms close automatically after, and you can say, let's say 10 minutes. You can change it to any time that you would like. You can also check notify me when time is up. Let's say you maybe do some grading or some other things when the students are in the breakout room. So this way you're going to get a little notification that, hey, your breakout rooms will end very soon. Countdown after closing breakout room, that's also a good idea to have it checked. You can set it down to 60 seconds. You can have it a little bit less, but it's kind of like letting the people, the students in the breakout rooms, letting them know that, okay, it's time to wrap it up. You only have 30 seconds. And after those 30 seconds, they're going to be sent back to the main room. Okay, if you would like to add another room, you can easily add another room as well. So now I'm going to click Open All Rooms. And at this time, all of my students have been moved to their breakout rooms. Okay, you can see the time right here is counting down. And this will take a little bit too. So you're going to see as your students are moving into the breakout rooms, you will see that right here in the main session, it's going to be only you left. Okay. Anytime if you would like to join a room, you can go ahead and you can join. And now again, it's going to take a minute, but I'm going to be joining the room that I chose. All right, and now you can see that I'm in the breakout room with Paula and Zelda. So we can have a little discussion. I can ask them, I can guide them through their work, or we can talk about whatever we need to talk. When I'm ready to leave the room, I'm just going to click right here, leave the room, and leave breakout room. And that's going to take me back to the main session. Again, it's going to take a second. All right, so you will see that I'm now back in the main session. And I just want to show you a few things. Okay, so you will see that it is only me who is currently in the main session. So when I talk, no one in the breakout room can hear me, okay? If I want to send a message to my breakout rooms, if I type it in the chat in the main session, no one will see it, okay? So make sure if you want to send a message, you go back to breakout rooms, and under broadcast message to all, you can type your message. How is everybody doing? Do you need any help? And then you click broadcast and they will be able to see it in their rooms. If they have any questions, they can also raise their hand. And right here, when you see the green dot, you're going to see that they have a raised hand, so you can go and you can join their room. So now it's time for all of us to come back. Class is coming to an end. So I'm going to click on close all rooms. And as I told you, there is the little countdown, 30 seconds. So they can, at this point, they can choose to come back on their own, or after 30 seconds, they're just going to be sent directly to the main room. Okay, everybody is back. Everybody is back in the main room, so we can do a little bit more learning. If you would like to send those students back to the breakout rooms for additional discussion, you will click on breakout rooms, and you can use the same breakout rooms, or you can click on recreate and recreate completely new breakout rooms as well. But at this point, we are done with the lesson. We are going to say goodbye, and I want to be the last one to end the meeting. So I'm going to click end and end meeting for all. What will happen next, because I was recording my meeting, it's converting. So again, this will take a second. Okay, so my meeting is now ready to be saved. Just make sure that you know where you're saving your recording, and also remember you can rename if you would like to make a new folder, if you would like to rename the recordings, the file, you can do that as well. So this is fine with me. I'm going to click OK. All right, so now my meeting is over and I would like to take attendance. So you can go back to your Zoom account. All right. And I will go to reports. Okay. In reports, I'm going to click on usage. Okay. And you will see that I had the Zoom one-on-one. And I had 5 participants. I'm going to click on the 5 participants, on number 5. Okay. And it shows me exactly who was in my class. I'm going to export this into into Excel, into a nice spreadsheet. Okay, and now my secret students are revealed. But what is nice about this, you can see the names and you can see how long they were in each session or how long they were in the Zoom session. You will probably see some names multiple times, and that's because it will count the duration in the waiting room and then duration in the main session. If we had breakout sessions, it will also give you duration in the breakout session. But you can organize, you can organize this alphabetically, whichever way you want to. But if you didn't take attendance when you started your Zoom or throughout the Zoom meeting, this is a nice way to go back and double check, make sure that your students were present. You can also save this document very easily and keep it for your records. So I'm going to exit out. Another thing that I want to show you too, in your Zoom account, there's a lot of video tutorials and a lot of help that you can get right here through the main page. So use those resources. If you need more help, ask our coaches. And this is it. Just remember, if I can do it, you can do it too. And thank you so much for listening, and you have a great day.